Plans for a new law enforcement center in Lee County are dead. The Board of Supervisors make that decision today. WCBI's Allie Martin tells us what the vote will mean for the area.
We gotta have a jail.
Lee County Sheriff Jim Johnson presented 3 options for supervisors to consider. County leaders opted for the less expensive renovation plan to the current facility. Under this option, the Lee County Jail would not house inmates for any municipality other than Tupelo.
If we stay in that current facility that we're in, or we continue down this path and I'm forced to stay in this for any length of time, I will have to make a decision to reduce the population.
Other plans Johnson wanted supervisors to consider called for an expansion and tax hikes, some larger than others. Those plans were not an option for some supervisors.
I was opposed to a tax increase of that magnitude. Any additions, remodeling, anything we do to the current facility will cause a tax increase, but maybe minimum 2 or 3 meals, which is it's bad, but it's not that bad.
Now Baldwin Mayor Michael James is worried what it all means for his city and others in the county.
They're talking about worrying about raising taxes, and I don't want to pay taxes any more than anybody else does. But I am smart enough to understand if they don't provide facilities for the city municipality inmates, then that falls back to be a burden to the cities. And at some point, somebody's taxes is going to have to be raised.
James believes it would be easier to come up with a plan that would help every municipality. Tupelo Mayor Jason Shelton believes a plan that involves everyone will be worked out.
That's what we have to do. We have to sit down together. We have to all be at the same table, and we have a duty for all of our constituents to work together to come up with a solution that helps the county and each of our municipalities.
The 20-year-old jail has 202 beds. As of Monday morning, 232 inmates were being held here. Sheriff Johnson says he has asked his jail administrator to reduce those numbers. In fact, 35 prisoners were released just hours after the meeting, and the sheriff says he is not going to run his jail over inmate capacity any longer. In Tupelo, I'm Allie Martin, WCBI News.
Tupelo is the only city that has a contract with the county to hold inmates. That contract expires in April 2019.